What's poppin', boxing fans? It's your boy, Cool Kind of Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. So, you know, Keith Thurman, y'all, come on. Errol Spence Jr. hates Keith Thurman. So I don't understand why every 3 months it becomes a part of the conversation. I understand that Keith Thurman wants to come back. I know he wants to make another paycheck, you know what I'm saying? But it's a get back year. It's a get back year. That's what it is. So let's consider this a get back year for him. You know what I'm saying? He just fought Mario Barrios, you know what I'm saying? He won the fight. But shit, let's be honest, he almost got stopped in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, when he fought Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, he got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take the fight seriously. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how dangerous Manny Pacquiao is, knowing what a great opportunity that was for his career. You know what I'm saying? To beat that, he would have had Manny Pacquiao on his resume. Can you understand what that means? You know, but he went to the casino. You know what I'm saying? You know, he stayed up all night. I mean, I don't know if it was nervous energy, but we know Keith Thurman to be a damn good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He beat uh, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He beat Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You know, so Keith Thurman, you know, he got speed. You know what I'm saying? He can jab. He has a ridiculous high boxing IQ. He just got a bad body. You know what I'm saying? That's Keith Thurman's problem. And he's a bit of a wishy-washy flake. He's a bit of a con artist. You know what I'm saying? And when you have the type of personality of a con artist, and Errol Spence Jr. is what we call the truth. That's his moniker, right? The truth, and he lived his life by his moniker. You know what I'm saying? He is known as the truth, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, he is a straightforward country boy or city boy. You know what I'm saying? A country boy now. And back then, you know, he was coming up the ranks, and you know what I'm saying? He was just, you know, trying to make it, and you know, Kell Brook gave him an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to get the IBF belt, and it was hard fought. Everything he got was he had to claw and scratch for it. So when he finally became a champion, you know, he thought maybe things would be a little bit smoother. Well, Errol Spence Jr. thought wrong. He thought wrong. Because Keith Thurman, you know, he saw that, you know, young bull coming. He saw the shag. He saw that nigga with the shag. And he didn't want no parts of it. He was like, hell no. Hell no. I'm the unified champion. You know, Keith Thurman had the WBA and he had the WBC. And he was like, I'm not fighting that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he wouldn't even, you know, mention Errol Spence Jr. name, kind of like he did Jerron Bruce Ennis. You know what I'm saying? When he started popping, when Jerron Bruce Ennis' name started popping, he wouldn't even mention his name. He said he never seen Jerron Bruce Ennis fight. He kind of played Errol Spence off like that. You know, it's like, who you talking about? You know, I don't know that dude. You know, and then finally, when he couldn't ignore Errol Spence anymore, and PPC started having all these conferences with all the champions together, you know, Errol Spence Jr. kept calling them out on every occasion. You know what I'm saying? When me and this guy gonna fight? And boy, you should see, it was embarrassing because most people were Keith Thurman fans back then because he was the champion and he could fight. You know what I'm saying? But boy, when Errol Spence Jr. started coming around Keith Thurman, his whole energy changed. And you could tell, like, you know, like when somebody's afraid of you, you know what I'm saying? They just hold, it's almost like a dog put his tail between his legs. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you sense. That's what you see. He started talking a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot more than usual, you know, because Keith Thurman, he talks a lot. But when Errol Spence Jr. came, he tried to get ahead. He tried to get ahead of the narrative so he don't look bad, and that's what con artists do. They think they could talk their way out of everything, and everybody else supposed to be stupid and don't see that you're scared of this dude, right? So, Keith, he'd be doing like some interview, and then Errol Spence Jr. just roll up on him. He'll pull up like, "Hey man, when this guy gonna fight? When man that guy gonna fight?" You know how Earl talk. When man that guy gonna fight? I try to get him in right, and Keith be like, "Oh, just hold on, young." And he always tried to son Errol Spence Jr. That was another thing. I'm thinking that Errol Spence Jr. really despised about him because he always trying to son him like he was less than him, like Errol Spence Jr. was less than him. Oh, hold on, young bull. You got to go out there and prove yourself. You got to do this. You know what I'm saying? The sun got to revolve around the universe, and then once that happened, what I'm saying, we got to make sure that the planets all align, and once the planets align, then you can get a shot. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's all it needs to take. You know what I mean? So when the moon turned red and blue, then red again, then me and you will be ready. You know what I'm saying? So there was always some weird shit that didn't make sense. You knew Keith Thurman was scared shitless of Errol Spence Jr. and everybody was just like, I'm talking about, man, it's like the mood when, it was like Keith Thurman wasn't what you thought he was, bro. And that was just like, that just took the heart out of a lot of boxing fans. Because Keith Thurman, man, he just has that style that you could really believe in. He had power. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker name was One Time. And it was just like, that's what you want in the change. The motherfucker could talk. The motherfucker had a weird ponytail. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was, some kind of Indian black looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like, the light skinned dude from New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? He was second. He was second in command. But in this case, he was number one. But he was smooth, though. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. He was smooth, you know what I'm saying? And, he just kind of all that caved in. His whole, Earl Spence Jr. just came in like Thanos and shit. Like that nigga was just pretending to be tough and just, bullied his ass. Really, that's what he did. And I could tell Earl Spence Jr. used to be a bully because the way his energy was towards Keith Thurman, he was trying to terrorize that man, and every time he saw EJ, looked like Keith Thurman just wanted to run out that motherfucker, and it was just crazy. So he kept pushing Errol Spence Jr. to the side, kept trying to minimize his threat. You know what I'm saying, by downing him in public, and you could tell because there's a lot of animosity there for Errol Spence Jr. because he never got a shot. And Thurman, after the Danny Garcia fight, you know what I'm saying, he went on some kind of injured world tour where he was acting like he was getting surgery and taking a hiatus from boxing. He went and got married, and you might have seen him shadow boxing in Italy. You might have seen him, racing some tribal dude, in Africa. Every time you checked in on him, he was just having a great time, and he wasn't fighting. So, but then he got stripped of the WBC, and that went to Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia fought for that, and Sean Porter ended up eking it out. And, he had the WBA left, and when he decided finally 2 years later to come back, he fought Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao dropped him and took that belt. I think he tried to come back again when he fought the journeyman Josecito Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And Josecito Lopez almost knocked his ass out, bro. And even though I didn't even like Keith Thurman at that time, I did not want to see him get knocked out by Josecito Lopez because I think of Keith Thurman as an elite welterweight, right? But, once you leave, the hot spot, once you leave, you know what I'm saying, from being active, it's hard to get back. So you got to make sure that you're at top of your game because these are all guys, the guys that they're facing at the top are world class fighters. So you got to be in world class condition. And he almost got knocked out. So, you know, when he came back, he was bullshitting about fighting Errol Spence Jr. You see, Errol Spence Jr., he don't take tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? He just goes straight into the fight because he believes in himself like that. Every time Keith come back, he got to get a tune-up fight. And then he get a little bit more money. Then he going to take a little time off. And he come back, he going to get a tune-up fight. He get a little bit of money. Then he going to take time off. So people are tired of Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. been done with Keith Thurman. He told PBC, you know what I'm saying, he ain't fucking with Keith Thurman. So, we got to get rid of this, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence Jr. narrative. We know Terrence Crawford might knock him off. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy fight. He always looking for somebody to knock out, that it's not going to give him too many problems. And, but that's it, man. That's just what it is. Errol Spence Jr., he hates Keith Thurman, and, they need to stop trying to make this happen. They had the narrative over there at Bud Crawford's side that Errol Spence Jr. was going to fight Keith Thurman, and, just like always, all narratives that they have, they don't know what they're talking about, and it's always just full. It was just a rumor. But, it's all good, though. So, Keith Thurman, he's not going to get no shot from Errol Spence Jr. Now that he's champ, he snubbed Errol Spence Jr., and now Errol Spence Jr. is going to snub him. Not even at 154. You know what I'm saying? He said, he don't want no parts of Keith Thurman. He just don't like the guy. So, but that's all I got. This has been Full Count Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. And, you know what I'm saying? For more hardcore boxing content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go right here, law dogs.